Cole Kmet is entering his fourth season in the NFL and is looking to take off for the Chicago Bears thanks to the momentum that he had last season and even a stronger connection with Fields that he's built this offseason. Kmet, who ripped it up last year for Chicago, especially weeks 8 through 10, with no offensive line help for Justin Fields and a new offense for the quarterback and himself, had a career year touchdowns-wise. Weeks 8 through 10, he had 5 of his 7 touchdowns in a 3-game span. Kmet took a lot of learnings from veteran signing of Jimmy Graham a few years back during the Ryan Pace era and is ready to do the same in order to learn and apply those learnings to the Chicago Bears in 2023. I cannot wait to see what he does in year 4 for Chicago, and I'm going to break down why. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Kmet is a fan favorite with his huge personality, his impact on and off the field, and being a homegrown kid from Arlington Heights, ironically where the Bears might move their next stadium to, I am very excited for this guy. Now that he has an offensive line for his quarterback is more comfortable in Luke Getsy's offense, and Kmet is more comfortable as well, along with the addition of Robert Tonyan in order to take some heat off him at the tight end position. He could rip it up this year. Please like this video if you enjoy the content, put your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you haven't already, if you please could, hit that subscribe button. Kmet is a 6'6", 260-pound molar and very slim tight end. He is built just like Jimmy Graham, an absolute monster in the field and a freak of an athlete. An arm length of 33 inches, 10.5-inch radius hands, so the man's got absolute mitts so he can catch anything. Runs a 4.7 40 time for a guy that big, 1.6 10-yard dash, 37-inch vertical. This man could play for the Bulls if they absolutely needed him to. The dude is just an overall monster. He wins 50-50 balls at ease just because of his size, not even having the vertical, which is an absolute bonus. He is super fast for a tight end and has insane strength. In 2022 for the Chicago Bears, Kmet played in all 17 games, started all 17, and was one of the most consistent receivers for Justin Fields. He had 50 receptions for 544 yards. Pretty impressive for a tight end, having a 10.9 yards per catch and 7 total touchdowns. Again, 5 of those touchdowns coming in a 3-week span where the Bears really focused on the tight end position. And I think that's what they were doing in 2022, 2023 was weeding out who's going to be on this roster and who's not. And now is Kmet's test period, and he absolutely passed. He is a giant man with crazy mobility for his size, very strong hands as well that doesn't allow him to have a lot of drops. And also, he has some pretty sick one-handed catches. You can go find those highlights from last season. He is a great run-blocking tight end as well. That's why Field was able to chop it up field so many times last season, and that was big for taking out smaller defenders in the secondary, whether it was wide receivers, running backs, or Fields running upfield. He is very good at fighting for first downs due to his size and his strength and his length. He is the total package because he's able to extend and get that final yard you need to move the chains. And finally, a 50-50 ball winner is going to be huge in the red zone for the Chicago Bears this year with all the packages, along with Robert Tonyan. I think the Bears have one of the best tight end duos in the NFL. So how does he fit totally into this offense based off that scouting report? This offense is fast, so you need everyone, even the big guys, to be fast. Kmet brings that big time, and will expand the offense even more for wide receivers, running backs, Fields, everyone. He is going to be a leader because he's going to pair with Robert Tonyan, another local Chicago kid from McHenry, and Chicago's going to have a ton of help in the wide receiver and receiving category with all that experience. He needs to be a huge pass blocker this year for Justin Fields. They went out and got Nate Davis and Darnell Wright and got a ton of depth for him at the offensive line position, but those tight ends are so important, especially on slant routes, on quick pitches, even quarterback draws. So he needs to be able to pass block and run block. And finally, I'm predicting it now, he's going to have 10+ touchdowns. He will be a problem for defenses. In a contract year as well, Kmet's going to want to show off. This is what he wants to bring to fans. This team has the best ability to make the playoffs in Kmet's career, even though he has been in the playoffs once in 2020. I think that this is going to be a huge year for Kmet, and I'm super excited for it. Put your thoughts in the comment section below about what you think about this video about Cole Kmet breaking out this upcoming season. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and as always, have a great day.